Hi friends, this is Professor Harsha Jadhav and I am going to deal with the subject Urban Transportation Planning 17 CV 751. So today we will discuss the topic under module number 1 and lesson number 4. About the last class, we discussed about elements of urban transportation planning and urban mass transportation we discussed. Even we focused on the different types of urban mass transportation. Even we discussed about the advantages and disadvantages of urban mass transportation. Urban mass transportation is nothing but public transportation and elements of urban transport planning. Elements of urban transport planning, it is something like this, that is definition of a problem, finding the solution, analysis of the solution, finding the alternatives and implementation of the final result. So these all comes under elements of urban transportation planning. So friends, in today's topic we'll discuss about urban mass transportation. That is a continued part of the class number or the lecture number 3. So in the last class, as I've told you, we briefly discussed about what do you mean by urban mass transportation or public transportation. In today's class, we'll briefly discuss about what all types of urban transportations or urban mass transportations are there, and we can even focus on the particular description of a particular method of transit systems. Okay, and even we can compare between the one over the other or different types of transit systems. So first we will focus on the light rail transit system. It is also known as LRT. LRT is nothing but, see here we have, before going to the light rail transit system concept, I want to discuss about commuters rail or commuters train. What do you mean by commuters train? Commuters train is nothing but the normal train which we are going to see across the railway station or across the railway tracks. That is known as commuters train. So that commuters train, it is on the ground level itself, and it has its own standards of coaches, berths and seat arrangements. So in the commuters trains we can see second sleeper, AC tires, that is 2 tire AC, 3 tire AC, even single tire ACs are there. Even we can see the general coach. Sometimes for higher standard levels we can see even AC chair cars. So these all types of options are there in commuters train. So in light rail transit system, it is also a type of transit system, that is transportation system. Here, see here, even it is operated on the railway track itself. There in the commuters trains, see these trains are operated on the parallel railway tracks, whereas in the light rail transit system, name itself indicates light rail. Light rail means whatever the coaches are there, whatever the dimensions of the train is there, that is bit smaller compared to that of the commuters train. Okay, so these trains will be operated under higher speed, and this light rail transit system somewhat it acts as a local train. Okay, this acts as a local train. Usually sometimes it will be it is also known as streetcars. This is operated on the ground itself, and the main advantage of light rail transit system is it is operated in the mixed traffic condition, because whatever the railway tracks are there, these railway tracks are fixed on the highways only. Sometimes the highway is used for the multitask. Without the train light rails, vehicles can be operated on the roads. If any train is coming, so that even on the middle of the highways, this tracks will be fixed, and on this itself you can operate the light rail coaches. Okay, so we can see few of the features of this light rail transit system. See here, light rail transit system, most system are powered by overhead electric wires. It is electric traction train. Electric traction means the whatever the source for the power generation here used is electric supply. Okay, run on either exclusive or shared right of way with or without grade crossings, or occasionally in the mixed traffic lanes on a city streets. So that only in a mixed traffic it is operated. Tracks can be laid in any of the three generic right of way categories. Cars are typically articulated about 28-meter long by 2.65-meter wide with the about 75 seats. See, the cars, the arrangement is something like it is 28-meter long. It is a single car with 2.6-meter wide width of the car, and 75 seats are arranged in a one particular car. The trains vary from 2 to 4 cars sometimes, with a 4-car train capable of carrying 300 seats passengers and total up to 750 passengers. So in the fourth point I have told you, cars, it is the arrangement is something like a car. The coach is known as car here, which is of 28-meter long, 2.6-meter wide with the 75 seats. Okay, sometimes 2 to 4 cars are used, sometimes more than 4 cars are used, but the seating arrangement made here for the multiple cars are between 300 seats to 750 seats. That is 300 passengers to 750 passengers. Okay, commuter rail, this is a example of light rail transit system. Next comes BRT buses. BRT is nothing but bus rapid transit system. See here. So we have lanes here. You can see the roads everywhere. So these roads, what happens, increase in the or urbanization of any area tends to increase in the traffic. So this traffic when rises more than beyond the limit, at that time what happens, traffic jam will be there. But usually going for public transportation will be a better option compared to the private transportation, because a car can transport 4 to 5 members, but a public vehicle can transport minimum of 25 to 50 members. So if you can, if your origin and destination is same, a set of peoples can opt a bus so that they can sit easily. A driver will be operating the vehicle and the origin will be same, the destination will be same. Anyhow, you are going to reach the destination safely and pollution will be less. Okay, even natural resource consumption will be less and natural resource saving will be there. So what happens, increase in the traffic tends to one day even operation of the public transportation will be difficult. So at that time, see here, as Indian condition is a mixed traffic condition, operation of the buses will be difficult on the stretch of the road. So during that time, if the availability of the land is more, what we can do, we can fix up a separate lanes for the buses, that is for public transportation. So when we are going to fix up a separate lane for the buses, okay, with the proper restriction and guide rails, that particular stretch of road is known as BRT buses, that is bus rapid transit system. That is known as bus rapid transit system. So in this bus rapid transit system, it can carry 5,000 persons per hour per day to 8,000 persons per hour per day. Okay, these are the standards of BRTS, and the BRTS lane, whatever it is constructed, it is given in such a fashion that you can take a turn during emergency. That particular bus can take a turn in its own lane or in its lane. Okay, but what happens, in this stretch of road no other vehicles are allowed. This stretch of road, that is two-way road, it is meant purely for buses, that too for public transportation purpose. So this is a concept of BRTS. Okay, first whatever we studied, it was about light rail transit system. Only few peoples can opt it. Okay, next one is BRTS. BRTS, the best example for BRTS lanes are the lanes which are constructed between Hubli, Dharwad. Pre-ticket counter is there, AC buses are there, best facilities are there. So one can easily travel through this, so that using BRTS you can save maximum travel time. Fixed alighting and boarding stations will be there. Pre-ticket counter, it is there. This is the main advantage. So you can book your tickets in prior or well in advance. Okay, this is about BRTS. Next we will discuss on brief description of the various transport modes. See, we have light rail transit system, we have monorails, we have metro rails, we have BRTS, we have paratransit system, we have commuter trains, we have suburban trains. Many trains are there, many type of trains are there, and many type of transportations are there. So in that also again we will discuss briefly on the various transit modes we will discuss. Okay, the first one is taxis. What do you mean by taxi? Taxi is nothing but automobile operated by a driver and which is hired by the set of peoples. Okay, which is hired by the set of peoples, and individual trips will happen here. Okay, taxi is an automobile hired by the set of peoples for individual trips. Sometimes a single person may travel using taxi. Sometimes set of peoples will travel with that particular taxi. Okay, next one is dial a ride or a dial a bus. In this concept, what happens, some offices will be there. Those offices will look after the transportation services. So if we have to travel from origin to destination, for every origin and destination certain buses will be there, certain vehicles will be there to pick and drop the commuters. So if you can contact that particular agency or office, and that particular bus facility or transportation facility will be sent to your doorstep, and it is a single trip process. Next one, jitneys. Jitneys are privately owned automobiles or vans, operate generally on a fixed route. If vehicles are operated between the fixed route, they are called as jitneys. Okay, next one, subscription buses. Subscription buses are the buses, the bus owner will be different, but these all buses are operated by a paid driver. So when this will happen, see here, a bunch of people will be there whose origin and destination will be same, whose origin and destination will be same. And this bunch of peoples, what they'll do, they'll buy a bus and they'll fix up some operator for that on a rental basis. So this operator will daily take these peoples to the destination, and again he'll come back to the origin after the work. So this is called as subscription buses. Next comes carpools. Carpool, pre-arranged ride sharing services where parties of two or more people travel together in a car on a regular basis. Pooling means set of peoples will be there, two different families will be there, again their destination will be same. What they'll do, they'll book a vehicle and they travel in that, and they'll reach their destiny, they'll complete their task and they'll come back. This is called as carpool. Next one, van pool. Van pool is nothing but a cab. It is, van pool is nothing but a cab service, privately or publicly provided vans transporting group of persons to and from work on a daily basis. It is a private vehicle will be there. So that vehicle, what they'll do, they'll come to the doorstep. All the persons whose journey from a same origin, same destination will be there. Sometimes different destinations will be there. Okay, sometimes different origin will be there. So it will collect the peoples, it will drop to the required destination doorstep. This is called as van pool or cab service. Next comes regular buses. Buses operating on a fixed route, on a fixed schedule, they are called as regular buses. Okay, express buses are, they are buses operating on a fixed route, but the speed of that particular bus will be at a higher end. They are express buses, that is travel time taken by that particular bus will be very lesser compared to that of regular buses. Okay, so this is about brief description of various transit modes. Okay, next is comparison between transit systems. So we will compare the different transit systems. So far we discussed about light rail transit system, BRTS transit system. Okay, even we discussed about monorails, even we discussed about paratransit system. So when we are going to compare this, or when we are going to find out the advantages and disadvantages between the one over the other, that is nothing but comparison between the transit systems. So friends, I'll brief out once again. Today we discussed about light rail transit system and few of the information about the light rail transit system, how it is operated. It is operated on the ground, and about 75,000 passengers per hour in a direction can travel using this light rail transit system. It is operated on a single girder. Okay, it is considered as a car with a length of 28 meter with a width of 2.65 meter with a standard number of seat arrangement as 75 seats. If 2 to 4 cars are used, then 300 to 750 seats or passengers can travel in that particular car. Next comes BRT buses. BRT bus is nothing but bus rail transit system, particularly for buses, public transport. And even we discussed about various transportation modes on the, we discussed about various transportation modes. In that we discussed about taxis, we discussed about dial or a ride or bus, jitneys, subscription buses, carpools we discussed. After that we discussed about van pools or cab services, regular buses, express buses. Okay, so this is about the today's class. So in the next class we'll compare the transit system one over the other. Okay, and at the end we'll focus on the Bloom level of taxonomy. See friends, in today's class whatever we discussed about the train system or the transit system and about the description of the different transit modes, see these all are remembering a concept and understanding the concept. We are not applying this concept anywhere because it is already there. Only we are studying the concept and we are recalling it, we are understanding it. Okay, so this is about today's class, and today's concept lies under CO1 with the Bloom level of taxonomy level under level 1, 2 and 3. Friends, in next class we'll discuss or we'll compare the different transit modes, or we'll have the comparison one over the other transit modes. Till then, thank you.